Number 1. They always want to be with you. Being in love is a powerful force, and it brings about emotional attachment because it has to do with the feelings. One of the very first signs that you notice when someone is emotionally attached to you is that they always want to be with you. Whether it is seeing you physically, calling you, texting, chatting you up, or any other means they can find, they want to feel your presence with them. And the reason for this is not far-fetched. When a person is in love, they tend to think more about that person with whom they have fallen in love with. Love can have similar effects on a person as narcotics. Apart from the feelings you get, there is a kind of addiction on an instinctive level that becomes present. It makes you want to be with that person at all costs. It is like a primitive drive that draws to an innate level, making you to seek out the person every opportunity you get. Attention can be very powerful, and it is very useful in determining who loves you and who does not. So, check out who is paying attention to you and how they are doing it. If they're always trying to initiate a conversation with you, regardless of the circumstances, or they just happen to show up wherever you are, chances are that person loves you. Well, that's at the beginning when they are trying to get you to notice them. If perhaps that person already came out open with their feelings and intentions, then you can gauge the extent and sincerity of their feelings by the amount of time they are willing or want to spend with you. If they genuinely want to be around you for most of the time, it's a big sign and says a lot about their feelings for you. It's not rocket science. Emotional attachment has a way of drawing people together willy-nilly. Besides, what's there not to like? If this person loves you as they claim, you will find them around you. If they can't be there physically, then they would be ringing you up or chatting with you with every opportunity they get. Number 2, they talk about the future. True love is the agape kind of love, the one that lasts for a long, long time. And that is why one of the signs you get from someone in love with you is that they project their relationship into the future. They love you in the present and are ready to take the whole thing to the next level. They can see their future with you in it. In fact, they would not want to have a future that does not include you because you have become very important to them and occupy an important seat in their hearts. To them, the bond they have with you, the love they feel for you is one that they do want to end, and so they are just focused on the things you can do together now. Yes, they want to go on dates with you, watch a movie together, play games, share their day with you, and have the adventure of a lifetime. But they are not in it just for now. When they make plans, they make sure to include you in their plans, and so they discuss things with you. Another thing that you notice is their use of the word I. They are no longer individualistic and tend to replace the personal pronoun with we. And that's really huge. It means they're no longer thinking in terms of themselves alone, but have gone ahead to include you in whatever thoughts they have and whatever plans they are making. That's to tell you that they can picture a future with the two of you together, and they are usually not opposed at discussing it. As a matter of fact, discussing the future is very important to know if a person is really into you or they are just trying to play you and leave for the next train. If it is something that person easily brings up and feels confident to discuss about, that's someone who is truly in love and attached to you. Especially in these days, many people shy away from anything that involves making plans for the future. They become uncomfortable, either to tell you to live in the moment or they simply disappear. So, the next time you're with someone and you want to confirm their feelings for you, just bring up the subject of marriage or something futuristic and see how they respond. If they don't flinch and just flow with the talk, then it's probably something they have been thinking of. However, you don't even have to raise the subject with someone that claims to be in love with you. It will naturally come up sooner than later. Number 3, they hold you in high regard. Apart from parents, mentors, and a few selected individuals, people tend to hold someone they love in high regard. Where true love is concerned, that person can see through your faults and weaknesses and still hold you in high regard. They respect you, and you will see this evidently in the way they treat you, talk to you, address you, and try to defend you. It just happens naturally because you mean so much to them. When they want to make decisions, they will most likely consult with you first, because it might involve your future together, and more because your opinion counts to them. They want you to know what you're thinking, what you value, your perspectives of life, and other issues. They will also try to find out your likes and dislikes. They want to be on your good side all the time and would do their best to please you. That means they care about how you feel. Someone who is not attached to you emotionally would not care a whit what you think. They don't even consider your opinions valid because they are not in love with you, and so they don't ask your ideas or opinions on important projects they would like to commence. If you have someone who does that, always checking to see what you think, you should value him or her because it shows that they respect your opinion and consequently respect you. Another thing is the way they act and treat you in the presence of others. Do they act all proud and protective of you? Are they willing to introduce you when you go out together? Or do they leave you to yourself on getting to a party to hang out with their friends? All of these will tell you whether or not a person loves you. Someone who is truly in love with you will not mind bringing you into their inner circle. They would introduce you to their closest friends and family as well. And with each of these people, they are sure to let them know the position you occupy in their lives. That's to tell you that they are not scared to make you a part of their lives. Since they are already emotionally attached to you, what's stopping them from going all in and making you a part of their entire lives? That's respect for you, and that's love. Number 4, you become a priority. Whatever we love, we tend to create time for, our busy schedules notwithstanding. On a scale of preference, check where you stand in that person's life. If there are a lot of things that comes before you, that means you have not found your place in that person's life, or they have not become so attached to you to that extent that they make you a priority in their life. A person in love with you will always find time for and would make certain decisions with you in mind. They would be willing to make certain sacrifices for you. The extent to which a person is ready to go the extra mile on your behalf says a lot about their intentions and the position you occupy in their hearts. Number 5, they show commitment. Commitment is a big deal as far as relationships are concerned. This is where you screen the boys from the men. Commitment means a person is ready to go all the way and put in his best at it. The level of commitment a person has for you will be evident in the time they spend with you, the sacrifices they are willing to make, the efforts they put into making their relationship work, and many other things. A person can be attracted to you for some time, but it is not the same thing as being in love with you. Someone who is emotionally attached to you will be committed to your welfare, your happiness, and your fulfillment in life. And they are in for the long haul. That's a sign you should look out for.